Welcome to my channel. This is Dawn with Pink Chair Gaming, and this is day 20 of my 30-day challenge to create a festive island in 30 IRL days using No Nintendo Online. My goals for the island are to have at least 2 festive builds, have a 5-star island, and have at least 3 villagers that fit the island theme. In my last video, we moved my house and worked a little bit on the area where it's going to go. Today, I want to work on my tree farm area where my house used to be. So without further ado, let's get started. I was able to get Azalea's house moved, so now I just need to get Tad moved, and then that will be a step in the right direction for this little area here. As I was walking through, I saw that Piper had a thought bubble and she's decided she wants to leave the island. And it did take me a few seconds to really decide if I wanted to keep her or let her leave. And I have Fauna, I have Bo, and I have Whitney on the island who I all think are great festive villagers. So I'm going to let her go and just see who we can find on a villager hunt. When I was doing my Rags to Riches island, cooking was a big part of making money for me. And though I'm not doing it to that extent here, I am going to do a little bit of cooking with the crops that I have. And let's just see how much money I can make. I ran out of pocket space to cook everything I wanted to, but this batch is going to get me almost 22,000 bells. So let me go cook the rest and we'll see how much more we can get. Okay, I have done the rest of my cooking, and this batch will get me 16,000. So a little under 40,000 bells, not too shabby. I at least have enough money to pay off my little suspension bridge, which will make navigating over to my house just a little bit easier. I also had the thought to craft some hot items of the day and see how much I could get from that. And one of the items for today is the iron shelf, which does take like 14 iron nuggets a piece, but I'm going to make a couple of them, probably about 6 or so, and let's just see how much I can get for them. Alright, so I did take 3 complete stacks of iron nuggets and made 6 iron shelves, and I was able to get 126,000 bells, which is a pretty good chunk of change that would pay off a bridge. I'm going to have to try and remember to look at that board every day and see if I can find some other goodies like this one. I went ahead and moved Tad's house where it needs to go, and I have also completed all of my dailies and my 2x Nooks miles that I want to do, so let's go ahead and time travel to the next day. Before we get too far, I wanted to make sure that I stopped and said goodbye to Piper. She has definitely been a good villager, but I am kind of excited to see who we can find on a villager hunt. It is now time for work on my build for the day, and we are over here where my tree farm is, and I want to use a lot of storefronts to make a building here. This is one of my favorite types of fake buildings, and I have done this type of build on a couple of different islands. So just sit back and relax and watch the magic happen. I realized I did not quite order enough storefronts, so I stole some from the back so I could at least have the front part done, and I think this has turned out really good. You can see it pretty cool from down here. So now all we need to do is decorate. I started by adding some fencing to the front yard. Then I thought it would be neat to put a rocking chair up on the balcony. Then I added a barrel and a hay bed because, I mean, what farmhouse isn't complete without those? Next, I added the little brick well and a bucket. And where the little cutout is at the front corner, I put a project table and then one of the little box-shaped seats and, of course, a little wash basin. And to finish the area off, I added a clothesline. And I decided to add a little bit more over here where I have my tree farm sign and added a DIY bench and an axe. That is going to be it for this video. We are now 2/3 of the way through my challenge. I can't believe how far we are already. I think I'm happy with the progress of the island. I'm excited about how much we have done, but also a little worried with how much decorating there still is to do. But the most pressing matter right now is that I have a villager moving out, which means we have a villager hunt to do. So if you want to see who we get, please be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!